so that'll be the one that falls over because I got the bumpy tires. He's done good though. I mean, I haven't seen him bob around too much. He said he's had a little bit of traction issues, but I swear it's only been probably front and back, right? Because I haven't seen him at all loop sideways. Anyway, so I think he's doing fine. Going down through Mexico, there's a lot of paved river crossings that are underwater, and of course my son and I just blasted through these things, and we get the guy, he's a retired ADV, real enthusiast, expat from the States, and he's saying, guys, the shade, those things are mossy and they're more slick than anything you've ever seen in your life, so just stay away from the shady parts. And they're like, oh, okay. And then later on, of course, yeah, you see, so they're hard to walk on. And when we were there, it was the summertime, which means the rivers are high. We get a lot of rain, especially at night. We were fortunate, but there was one we really wanted to take. It was a beautiful off-road, but the river was way too high. It was about 4.5 feet and ripping, and we tried to walk across it. And my son, well, we could try to bike. So we can't, because the bike's going to be sideways. You know, the water's just going to catch water. It'll start crawling up the bike, and they just push it over. There's nowhere to stop it. But you know, it's Mexico, so that, no problem. We'll find somebody in town, because the town close by has got like a front end loader or a 2.5-ton truck. And you know, what do you need? Bottle of tequila? Drive us across. But they said, no, they weren't even taking the big four-wheel, you know, the big front end loaders and shit. It was just too fast. So, okay. But what it is too, it's like they have it's like a a little concrete road that runs, across the river, and the river goes over top of it. But so upriver, it's a very nice little break, the river and then the road, and there's a very little lip. But what happens is the rest of the year, when that water is moving, it actually erodes, would be downriver side of the road. So on the other side, and when something goes in there, it's 5 or 6 feet of water. It's like this big drop off, because what happens just that way, that concrete makes the turbulence in the water. Over time, it just ends up becoming like a bit of a washing machine downstream for that. So that was the other thing we had to consider, and that's why they said they don't want the big 2.5-ton trucks and stuff. He says, when that goes over on the side, it's not dropping like 6 inches a foot or a couple inches like upriver. He says, there's places there at 6 feet deep, and the thing will just roll right off, right? Like, holy shit. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're not going to go across that. Don't need to lose my bike in a freaking river. Wow, then we just found out there's so many areas, like in Mexico, it's like, you talk to the people who travel all over the world, and Mexico is always at the top of their list, and it's such a big country. Like, oh yeah, yeah, she did. This is a lady not afraid to spend a few dollars, but and she is doing it on her own, but I think she's kind of got a little bit of help on the side too, like some of the stuff that she's been able to organize for the boats and stuff. Now, having said that, to be fair for her and to respect her, she's well behind. Like, she is very, for security reasons to begin with, and a whole bunch of other reasons. She takes a long time to make those videos. And also, she does a lot of preparation with ahead of time too, and she's got friends. Like, she's got her own store now and everything. It kind of, in some ways, has lost a bit of its innocence with me. It's not like Itchy Boots Incorporated, right? When she first started, hey, just me having fun, and then she ended up started making, like, especially just before COVID, she was making, I believe, it's like $260,000 a year US, right? And it's a little bit sketchy in the countries, because, and that's why she doesn't film anything. She's actually technically working in the country, not on a tour. She's making income. And she's trying to kind of get around that, saying, but yeah, I don't get any income while I'm there from your country. But you do, and that's why she also Yeah, it's kind of, because what'll happen is somebody will rat her out, and of course those countries will go, wait a minute. You know, they'll put an Interpol slam on her until she pays some fines, and that'll be a bit. Hi, he's doing alright. Yeah, he's sitting down, but he's doing alright. I don't see any drama moments. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's sharp, right? Yeah, the sharper gravel it does. Yeah, you know, if you're on pure mud right now. Yeah, no, I haven't felt my backhand kick out at all. Speaking of coming up a hill, you think the road's well going to pop a bit. I'm in off-road mode, so traction control will kick in, and I'll get a light. I tried that back there when when we started off a couple times, just spun up the rear just to see what was going to go on. Sure enough, it still kicks in a bit. I found this was a big problem on when I first started riding it, going up those really steep baby heads, because it would almost stall the bike out, right? And it is like, the thing's going to spin, but, you know, to be honest, these last bunch, like, we'll go up to the parachute jump and some of those other areas were on those, like, it's been fine. I haven't really, of course they've been dry too, right? But I haven't really, like, flamed out or felt like the traction control was fighting me going up a hill. Now, the one thing I don't care too much for my bike that's electronic, if for whatever reason you shut it off, like you tip it over or something, shut it off, you gotta turn it on, it doesn't turn on right away. You gotta have to, you know, if your key goes on and off, you gotta wait for it to do it. It's like this little 30-second figuring out wiggle, starting up all the computers, right? I don't know if you've ever noticed that it had a flame out and shut off the bike and then just turned it on again or something. Obviously, if it doesn't turn off, it's not an issue. But, yeah. Right. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, Dave's probably good for a nervous pee and a good cup of coffee after this road. Yeah, I didn't realize he just had jeans on until I see them. They're kind of wet. We're all sitting here with our Gore-Tex everything going, yeah, it's raining. Yeah, it's raining. It's like, okay, yeah, it's raining. Sure. He's like, well, pants or whatever. Like, oh.